Drop shotting's a technique that allows us, especially in summertime, to target those fish that suspend off the bottom a little bit. First thing you want to do is to cruise around, look at your depth finder. You want to assess where the fish are suspended in terms of how far up off the bottom, or even if they're out over a creek channel or over a drop off, you're going to see what they're relating to as you're just, moving about. That'll give you, some indication on how to set up your drop shot rig. The one that I'm using today is a St. Croix Legend Tournament. This is called the Slip Stick. It's an 8-foot long rod. It's a medium light, and I have it spooled with 8-pound fluorocarbon. The drop shot weights that I'm using are the finesse weights. They're not the balls, they're the skinny ones, and they get down very quickly, and they're really good at not snagging in really rocky environments like we're fishing here today on this deep reservoir. Now I've marked a few fish about 4 feet up off the bottom, and that's one reason why a longer rod like this allows you to make those casts, and where you have that separation of your drop shot weight and the hook. I'm gonna start this by just doing a Palomar knot, and I'm just leaving the tag end as the side where I'll put my weight. The hook I like to use for this is a very small octopus hook. This is a Matsuo sickle octopus hook. Now I'll go ahead and put the drop shot weight on there. You thread it through there, and it cinches into the little crease in that wire, and it's adjustable. If you find that you want it closer to the bottom, you can just slide that up a little bit further. Now before I go ahead and put I'm going to be using this is a bird, and the color is Winterkill. Instead of just putting it on there, you'll go through a whole lot of these with fish just grabbing the tail and yanking it off. Before doing that, I will take this little hitching post. It's a Do It hitching post. And we sell all this stuff at confidencebaits.net. The small octopus hooks, the hitching post, and the drop shot weight, and the birds. I'm using this color because this water is very clear, and I like to use a translucent color in really clear green water. It really matches the color of the water, much in the same way the bait fish that live here would camouflage in it. So all I've done is I've hooked into the loop of that hitching post, and I'm just going to back out a little bit, and then I'll put it back in, and with the hook I'm gathering both plastic and that metal in there, that hitching post. That way when a fish tugs on it, you're not going through a lot of these. You rig one and you're good for a good long time. Another good option is the large floating bird. This one's blueberry. I'll use this one if I'm going a little bit deeper. And because it's floating, because it's a floating soft plastic, it has a real nice action coming up off the, off that hook. It'll kind of orient up and have a real nice wiggle. If you want to up your odds, instead of using the weight here, try a little tube. That way, if they're hitting on the bottom instead of the suspended presentation, you'll figure that one out. Just doubles your odds of catching fish. Gear up for drop shotting at confidencebaits.net.